Hello everyone, this is The Last Word with me, Maria Shakil. Another day of hearing at the Supreme Court over the re-NEET question, but no clear answers yet. NEET aspirants will have to wait till Monday. After some tough questions, the Apex Court directed NTA, that is the National Testing Agency, to publish the results on its website by Saturday noon, with a rider that identity of students has to be masked on the website. Chief Justice of India said that evidence indicates that the paper leak was nationwide. Then why were toppers only from a few states? Clearly, there are many unanswered questions. But key to the future of 23 lakh NEET aspirants is one basic question. Will re-NEET happen or not? And will NTA pass the test in the Supreme Court? Joining us are NEET aspirants as well as petitioners for the retest and against it. Joining me on the show, CB Sharma, Professor of Education at IGNOU. Dheeraj Kumar Singh, he's an advocate for petitioners. Ira Ali is joining us. Keshav Karunakar is parent of a NEET aspirant. And we also have Anandi Singh, who's a NEET aspirant as well. CB Sharma, I'm beginning with you. You know, the questions which has been asked by the Supreme Court today is essentially about is it too far-fetched to think that in those 45 minutes, the paper would have been leaked and the entire paper would have been solved? So I think these are very, very pertinent questions, because those 45 minutes will perhaps decide whether it was indeed a localized paper leak or perhaps something that spreads over states.
Maria, I'm happy, and I really admire the observation of the Honorable Supreme Court. It has really hit the bullseye. The irregularity is not mass scale and it is not nationwide. It is confined to a few places and to a few people. I have been holding the position right from the beginning that, look, there is a criminal conspiracy between those who held the question papers in the bank or wherever and the principal of the school. When we are holding a nationwide exam, this can happen. There can be connivance between a few people, and we should not cancel the NEET exam, which is massive and the largest exam of the world, in just one go. I would definitely like to mention that the whole issue has become political right from the beginning, as the results were declared on the day the results for the parliament came. We need to take this into cognizance, Maria, because this has heavily influenced this whole debate and this decision. And look at the demonstrations. The student wing of a political party has been spearheading this, and the coaching centers have been doing this. The government cannot and should not buckle to the pressure like this. I have mentioned again and again, 23 lakh plus students have appeared, and only about 1,20,000 will get admission. Every time you have a re-NEET, you will fail 22 lakh students. You get that voter list or voters capacity when you say that you have a re-NEET, because all those 22 lakh people would become your supporters.
Okay.
But I believe that every place where you find
Dheeraj,
this has happened.
No, I agree with you, because the question is also that
and
in all,
let me end by saying,
there are 1,08,000 medical seats, with 56,000 in government colleges and 52,000 in private institutions. So to believe that all 23 lakh students will be impacted isn't correct. It will be about these 1,08,000 students
will get admission. The total 23 lakh plus who have appeared, 1,23,000 in government, private colleges will get admission.
Okay, so the larger question is essentially about this hypothesis which the CGI talked about, that the entire paper was solved in 45 minutes and given to students, is too far-fetched. This is what is being highlighted by the Supreme Court in the observations today. But Dheeraj, look, the urgency with which the students would want the decision to be taken hasn't really happened. Now it is about another date, which is Monday, and the counselling begins on 24th.
Maria, you will appreciate that today's entire day was spent by the Honorable Supreme Court has given the entire day. All the matters prior to the NEET matter has been adjourned by the Honorable Supreme Court, and hearing has taken place from morning till lunch, and after lunch till 4 p.m. And the Supreme Court, since certain documents are required to decide the matter further, the court has passed certain directions. First, to release the entire result on the website. So the NTA has sought some time. Initially, court has ordered to declare the result by tomorrow, but NTA has sought some time, and they will release by Saturday evening. And then the status report, because what was the government is changing the stand day by day.
Okay.
So that's why, to prove, because today there was a specific question from the Solicitor General whether when the paper was leak happened. So Solicitor General has straight away refused, and they say the paper there was no paper leak at all, and they have given a new word. The breach was taken place, and as per the statement of the Solicitor General, the breach take place somewhere between, on the day of examination, between 8.
So what exactly is a
to
breach?
9:20.
Here are reports which suggest that the question papers were being transported in e-rickshaw to a school in Hazaribagh.
Yes.
Submitted to the principal. The principal has been arrested. What more is required in getting details on a paper leak? There are arrests that are being made all across India now.
That is the irony. Maria. On one hand, the Union of India and NTA is straight away denying that there was no leak was happened. On the other hand, the report of the CBI, there was two reports, status report filed by the CBI in Honorable Supreme Court, and the report was very specific. And when the Honorable Court has pointed out a particular para of that report, only then the Honorable Solicitor General has admitted, and then he has stated that.
Let me bring in Ira and Anandi, the two students, before I bring in Keshav, the parent here who has been following the story very closely. Anandi and Ira, lot of uncertainty at which the students like you are staring at. Even as the entire mark sheet and details will emerge and will be put up on the website by Saturday noon. Counselling going to begin on 24th, but still there is no clarity whether there will be re-NEET or not. Are you in favor of complete retest, or are you of the opinion that the counselling should begin and the entire issue should be put to rest once and for all? Ira first.
I was told on this very platform last week by Anandi itself that I should settle for whichever government college I am receiving. And I do not deserve, even if I'm not getting my dream college, it is okay. I think you will back me up on the fact that a lot of blood, sweat and tears and sleepless nights and countless sacrifices are put towards this exam, which falls on the first Sunday of May. And you are telling me to settle for something which I clearly don't deserve.
Okay.
This is saying...
Go ahead. Ira, we can hear you. Go ahead.
So that's what I was told by Anandi. Now, my point is that our freedom fighters did not fight for this. If we are submitting to the wrong and if we are surrendering to the wrong, the people who are wronging us will get the impression that they can just wrong us year after year and we will sit in silence and this will continue for the ages to come. आप ये बोल रहे हैं कि चलो ठीक है इस बार पेपर लीक नहीं हुआ, but then you cannot guarantee the fact that next year this will not happen again. Somewhere you have to take a stand. This is not just about this year, it's about the entire medical fraternity.
Okay, Anandi?
Ira, I would not like to turn this into a one-on-one debate. So yeah, you're right. Of course, I get it. Even I'm not getting my dream college. But as of now, on the topic, I would like to say that, ma'am, I think Supreme Court should get give their verdict as soon as possible, because justice delayed is also justice denied. and they should start counseling as soon as possible. And I think 80 students were selected from Hazaribagh and Patna. It were proven that they had cheated. So I think either they should be barred or the re-NEET should be taken for those students. Just like I said in the last interview, I would say it again. The students who are found that they have cheated or malpracticed, the re-NEET should be conducted for those students.
Okay, so it should not be pan-India, but just specific, parts from where the reports are coming in. Keshav, look at the point that has been observed by the Chief Justice of India, that the toppers were distributed across 12 states and 1 union territory. And this is, of course, what NTA had said, that, in terms of those 100 rankers, they come from various states. Gujarat, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Kerala, Karnataka, so many of them.
Yeah, so Maria, thanks for having me. And just to give you a summary, when I met last time on your channel, I told that there is no mass leakage. At least as of today, whatever has happened in the court, it proves that there is no mass leakage. Just to correct that, why NTA has been telling that there is no paper leak and there is a breach, just technicality I'm telling you. If I print 100 papers, one paper is lost, there is one leak. What NTA is saying that physically no paper is taken. Somebody has taken picture and done the printout. That is what technically they're using, breach and leak. And day one, they are standing on the ground that there was no physical paper taken.
That in itself means, if the content of a paper is leaked, it's exactly a leak. What does it, taking away the paper will be seen as a leakage. That's a really confused alibi which is being sought by the NTA here.
Exactly. So, but point is that if physically paper is leaked, then you don't know how many places has been printed. Physically paper is leaked. And that is where they are host leaked. But that's fine. Two things that I want to bring it, or a couple of things that I want to bring it. First thing is that on the Godhra, the Supreme Court today didn't ask that how this guy got center allocated. The matter was asked that, okay, this guy is not getting selected. That is not the point. How did they get this center? Because center is supposed to be done by the computer. And those 14 people getting center, particularly in Godhra, where there's 2 centers are there, this has to be investigated. I am against re-NEET from day one. I have been telling this, rank inflation is truth. Now, my understanding, my reading of data, I told you the first time also, is that 3x to 4x is rank inflation at every marks. The factor that NTA has told that there is a syllabus reduction, 25% what they are saying, which is not correct. It is 15% because there are syllabus added. But the main point of atom physics question which they are giving marks, which today CGI has noticed that only 17 people are people who have scored 720 of 720, 44 people have gone and got because of physics 2 question. And this is precisely my case number 21, which was not taken. If CGI looks into that, I believe that rank inflation will reduce for the meritorious system.
But the question then is, has the sanctity of the entire exam been lost on a large scale? This is the question which has been asked. Then, has it been lost? Your answer will be what?
No. At large scale, no. Sanity is lost because there's a paper leak that has happened. Somebody has solved it. Somebody got the paper. There's a sanity loss that is there. But large scale, no. From day one, I'm telling you, and this is what Tushar Mehta today also told, that if the business model is to get 30 lakhs, 40 lakh rupees for a paper leak, who will go and put in social media? This itself I told in the last show when Mr. Alak Pandey was there. This whole business model doesn't work out. But my point is that if somebody is taken 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs to kill the OMR, or somebody is taken 5 lakhs to give the grace marks, that is not taken. Right? Those investigations are not taken. But large scale paper leak.
Okay, so what does this releasing of marks and all the details and the answers, the results should be published, what does it mean for the students?
So the good thing that will happen, like we will be able to find it out, which center, how many people have qualified. Right? If all India it is less than 1% people are qualifying, and some center you are finding it, lot of people are qualifying, that opens up a can of worms, right? That thought process will open. Why at this level, right? Ideally, every center should have less than 1% people qualifying it. But if this is the case, then it will open up. Second thing, What NTA did that time is that they gave marks with 710, 18, 719 was not possible. Now it will open up Pandora box of what are the marks that is given, right? Is there a GATE marks only 50, 63 or more than that people?
Okay.
That is not answered yet.
Okay,
right?
Dheeraj, you wanted to come in. Go ahead.
Myra, on day one, because on the question of whether the paper was mass leak or it is a localized leak, what the Union of India is saying that the leak was happened on the same day, on the examination day. To prove contrary, we are relying upon the FIR and the investigation taken by the Bihar Economic Offences Wing, wherein it was clearly mentioned that all the beneficiaries were taken to a play school a day before the examination. Paper was circulated through a mobile, through WhatsApp and other social media modes. So that's why the Honorable Supreme Court has summoned the case diary of that report, because that report was not before the court. And government and NTA is trying, because government is saying there was no leak, but the CBI reports it contrary. CBI says more than 150. They have identified more than 150 people. So we cannot say that now till now the leak is localized. The leak started in Hazaribagh. Then there was how from Hazaribagh to it was sent through mobile or social media to the Patna, and thereafter many other places.
Okay.
So for this purpose only, the Honorable Court has sought the original first FIR and the status report from the Bihar Police.
Okay.
Wherein the statement of the beneficiaries, so-called accused, has been recorded by the police.
So there is another important question that was asked by the Honorable Court, which said, C.B. Sharma, that there are 571 cities where exams were held, but the toppers are evenly spread, is what the argument is. But the data they gave is only of 17 students. Why are they shying away? If they have run it for top 100, they should give for all top 100, not just 17. Why is that happening?
Maria, a couple of things. One is, what is a leak? Leak means every Harry, Tom or Dick has the question paper, and anybody or everybody who wants to have it.
Leak doesn't mean that everybody should have it.
I'm not, no.
No, wait a minute. Let me explain, Maria.
Yes.
So, when it is available on the net, like the UGC net exam, the black net detected that there is something circulating which is,
even if the level playing field is disturbed, because some students have it, some students do not have it, there is a solver gang which is solving it in 45 minutes, then it is a leak. There is a breach of sanctity.
But to a few people, and when you are yourself declaring, and NTA is declaring that this exam was held in 571 cities and across 5,000 centers. Imagine that more than 25,000 people are involved. 20 people can be black cats, they can be corrupt people, and they are there. Now, this is a criminal conspiracy. You cannot call it a general leak. Now,
so
every
if there
time
is a criminal conspiracy, Professor Sharma, then that's a subject of investigation.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Is clear
and that is what Supreme Court is doing.
Sanctity of these exams have been impacted. The level playing field has been impacted. So the question is that, can it be dismissed as a local leak?
No, it cannot be said that it is general and everybody has got into it and everybody has subverted the system. Is not true. What I would like to definitely mention and highlight is that you need to look at NTA and its functioning. That has erred. That goes without saying, and you need to review that.
Okay.
But you don't want to call that, and you want to cancel the NEET. That's not correct. That's not correct.
Let him finish his point.
Let me finish. You can have a re-NEET for the first 2 lakh students who are from the top scale, and you can have a re-NEET for them. But I definitely say that do not have a re-NEET altogether. I'm not worried about it. It is said that the cost of NEET is about 400 crores. I'm not worried about that. I'm all for it when it comes to actually selecting the best students.
But let's not forget that all those 1,565 students who were given the option of coming and appearing for the test again, which was compulsory for them, not everybody appeared. In fact, just less than 50% did. So there are a lot of questions.
Less than 50%. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
When you say to these students that first 2 lakhs will have to reappear, and depending upon their new grade, they will be adjusted in the main merit list, then you will know the result. Besides that, we always declare when we announce an exam that if at any point of time it is detected that you have indulged into corrupt means, your exam, your result can be cancelled.
With Anandi and Ira again.
That rests with the government. So what I would say is, it is not a common leak. The advocates, the coaching centers, and the political parties will definitely look at the agitations that the students wing of certain political parties are spearheading the agitation. That clearly goes on to say that it has become political.
So you are saying that it's politicized. Let me bring in Anandi and Ira now. Ira, coming to you, Saturday 12 noon is when the results will be put on the website. What will you be looking out for yourself?
I think we have indeed come a long way from a tryst with destiny to tryst with paper leaks, and the sanctity of almost every government exam being compromised. Even the UPSC is rotten. But I think I have faith that the Supreme Court will provide relief to all the students, and it will be in the favor of the students who clearly deserve what they have worked hard for.
So it will be in the favor of students, whether it's re-NEET completely or not. You're not really anticipating.
I have faith in whatever the Supreme Court decides.
Fine, that's really a positive note to end this show on. Anandi, a quick 30 seconds to you.
Ma'am, exactly what Ira said.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us, CB Sharma, Dheeraj, Ira, Keshav and Anandi.